Oh, hey, I'm Chris. You should know that because you already follow me if you're watching this. I put out a quick story on my Instagram at I'm Chris Stahl and on my Facebook, same tag there, and asked, do you want to hear what I'm reading and watching and listening to? And if I talk about those in short little videos like the one that you're currently watching, would you have interest? And over 100 people saw those stories and nobody said no. So I took that as a resounding yes. People did say yes, but because of the algorithms, I have no idea how many people actually said yes. But nobody said no. So here are 3 things on this Thursday that I am reading, watching, and listening to. Most recently, I just finished reading. It's called Invisible Kingdom. It was volume 3. This is a sci-fi graphic novel. I use Hoopla. It's a library app, which is fantastic. It's got all sorts of graphic novels on it. This is the 3rd volume of the Invisible Kingdom series. It's a total of 15 issues, written by G. Willow Wilson and illustrated by my dude, Christian Ward. His artwork is absolutely insane. That's why I started reading this book. It's a very fun sci-fi romp, if you will, and it was free. So if you have a library card, you can download Hoopla. No, they're not my sponsor yet, but you can read it for free. And I read all 3 of the collections on Hoopla. Like it a lot. The artwork is crazy. It's sci-fi. It's fun. It's space. Speaking of fun and space, we just watched Captain Marvel. I've watched it before, but my wife and I go through cycles of rewatching all of the MCU movies, and currently we now only have 2 left. I'm watching a new order that I found on Nerdist.com where they line up the post-credit scenes and where those fall in line with the overall timeline. And so we watched Infinity War, Ant-Man and Wasp, Captain Marvel. Next will be Endgame, and then finally will be Spider-Man. And then we'll be done, and we'll be recycling through everything because then we got to figure out how Black Widow fits into it, Shang-Chi, which we're seeing tonight in the 10 Rings. See where that fits in and how that fits in. I've heard it's awesome. Can't wait to see it. We were a little behind the ball, though. And what I've been listening to is the latest album from Angels and Airwaves called Life Forms. It just came out earlier this week, and it is incredible. We're seeing them in August at Newport, and I can't wait. I saw them once before the Vans Warped Tour way back in like 2005, I think, and I'm very excited to see them again, plus hear the music from the Life Forms album, because it's just incredible. They've been dropping like small little EPs and singles leading up to the main album release, and I have been listening to them pretty much nonstop for the last month or so. So I'm real excited to hear them live. But those are 3 things. One that I've been listening to, Angels and Airwaves Life Forms album. We just watched Captain Marvel, and I just finished reading Invisible Kingdom Volume 3. Clearly, it is September 30th. It is the eve of October, which is my favorite month. It is spooky season officially, so I got to be wearing my Scooby-Doo Nosferatu shirts. And I am excited. I'm going to be watching a whole heck of a lot of horror and dramas and thrillers and suspense movies and slashers. And that's going to be my entire October. So be prepared to hear about all of that. I'm going to try and find as many horror-themed graphic novels as I can that I own, that I can read. But what are you looking forward to for the horror things? What horror traditions are you watching? If you're friends with me, you know that spooky season is a big deal for me and my family, and we go hard in the paint for Halloween. And so what are you going to be doing? What are your traditions? What are your must-watch movies? And I'll try and throw those into my rotation and watch them, because I'm trying to branch out instead of just watching the same movies that I do every other year this year. So that is 3 things on a Thursday. I'm Chris. Thanks for checking it out. Tell me what you want to see more of or what you think. And clearly this is the first video, so it's going to change. But until later, I'll catch you on the flippity flop.